Hidden truth about smart devices. How they're spying on you. The age of smart devices. We live in an age where smart devices are everywhere. Our homes are filled with them, from smartphones and smart TVs to voice assistants and smart fridges. These devices are designed to make our lives easier, more convenient, and in many cases, they're incredibly helpful. But what if I told you that these helpers might actually be watching, listening, and recording more about you than you think? In this video, we're going to expose the hidden truth behind the devices you trust daily. You'll learn about the data being collected on you, how it's being used and misused, and most importantly, how to take control of your privacy in an increasingly connected world. What data are smart devices collecting? Imagine you're in your living room, chatting with a friend, and your smart speaker is nearby. Sounds innocent enough, right? What you don't know is that smart speakers like Amazon Alexa and Google Home are constantly listening, even when you're not actively engaging with them. In fact, these devices are always on, waiting for a voice command. But did you know they're also recording parts of your conversations for future use? Think about this. Every time you ask your smart speaker a question, it records your voice, sends it to the cloud for processing, and uses it to improve the system. Your smartphone tracks your location even when you're not using navigation apps. Smart TVs can listen to you, collect data about your watching habits, and even track what you're viewing for ad targeting. The most unsettling part? All of this data is stored in huge servers, sometimes without your direct consent or full understanding. How is this data being used? It's easy to assume that the data collected by these devices is just being used to improve their performance, right? Well, not exactly. Big tech companies who are behind the development of smart devices have a massive incentive to collect and sell your data. Here's how it works. 1. Targeted ads. The more the devices know about you, the better they can target ads. It's not just about recommending products you'll buy, but about selling your attention to the highest bidder. This happens not only through obvious channels like ads on your phone, but also through things like product placements in apps or advertisements in your smart TV's menu. 2. Influencing behavior. The data gathered doesn't just help companies sell things to you, it helps them influence your decisions. Have you noticed that when you search for a product or service, you start seeing ads for similar items all over the internet? That's because the data you provide is being used to craft psychological profiles on you, predicting what you might want next. 3. Building consumer profiles. These companies aren't just tracking your location or your voice, they're building a detailed profile of who you are, your habits, preferences, political beliefs, purchasing power, and more. The goal is to make you more predictable to increase profits. The dark side of drug testing. The dangers you don't know about. Let's take the example of smart assistants. Many people don't realize the true scale of data collection happening with these devices. Take Google Home or Alexa, for example. Each time you make a command like Alexa, turn off the lights, Alexa is listening, recording, and processing that data. But even when you're not interacting with the device directly, it's still collecting background noise. Your voice may be captured by accident, and Amazon, in particular, even acknowledges that humans may listen to these recordings to improve the product. Here's the kicker. Not all of this data is used solely to improve your experience. Some of it is sold off to advertisers, allowing them to target you even more effectively, creating a massive profit stream. Every time you use a smart device, you're essentially being tracked, profiled, and targeted in a way that you don't always realize. How much are devices really watching you? The truth is, smart devices are everywhere, and the technology behind them is far more sophisticated than most people realize. Smart TVs. Your TV might be watching you more than you think. Many smart TVs are equipped with cameras and microphones, even though they are typically off or in standby mode. These devices can be used to track your behavior and show targeted ads. There have been instances where cameras and smart TVs have inadvertently captured footage of people, including private moments,